Whispered Shadows, Unraveling the Dormitory Mysteries. In the heart of the bustling city stood St. Augustine's Dormitory, an imposing building that housed students from the nearby university. While the exterior exuded an aura of history and grandeur, its corridors hid secrets that had whispered through the ages. Amelia, an adventurous and inquisitive freshman, arrived at St. Augustine's dormitory with excitement. The stories about eerie occurrences and strange sounds intrigued her rather than scared her away. She believed in logical explanations, but was also open to exploring the unknown. As Amelia settled into her new dorm room, her roommate, Sarah, couldn't resist sharing tales of the dormitory's past. They say footsteps echo down the hallways in the dead of night, even when no one's around. Sarah whispered with a playful grin. As Amelia settled into her new dorm room, her roommate, Sarah, couldn't resist sharing tales of the dormitory's past. They say footsteps echo down the hallways in the dead of night, even when no one's around. Sarah whispered with a playful grin. Amelia chuckled, not one to be easily spooked. Their first few weeks passed in a whirlwind of classes and campus activities. But soon enough, strange things began to unfold. Amelia heard faint whispers in the hallway when no one was there. Doors creaked open or shut on their own, and shadows seemed to dance at the corner of her vision. Amelia's curiosity was piqued. Instead of being frightened, she saw an opportunity to unravel the mysteries of St. Augustine's dormitory, armed with her smartphone and a determination to document her findings. She began her investigation. She interviewed fellow students, delving into the history of the dormitory. Some stories were dismissible as pranks or exaggerations, but others hinted at something more. The tale of a missing student from decades ago, the legend of a hidden passage, and the mysterious disappearance of old records all seemed to connect. Amelia enlisted Sarah's help in exploring the nooks and crannies of the dormitory. Armed with flashlights and a map of the building, they embarked on late-night expeditions. They encountered locked doors that led to nowhere, dusty corners that seemed untouched for years, and an unsettling feeling that they were being watched. One night, as they ventured into the basement, their flashlights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Amelia's heart raced, but she remained determined. They stumbled upon a forgotten storage room filled with dusty old trunks and forgotten belongings. Among the items, they found a journal dating back to the 1940s. Amelia read the journal aloud, and the words painted a picture of a student named Eleanor, who had once lived in their very dorm room. Eleanor's entries spoke of strange occurrences, whispers in the night, and a growing fear that someone, or something, was watching her. As the last pages of the journal were turned, the room seemed to come alive with a chilling breeze. Amelia and Sarah exchanged nervous glances, but instead of fleeing, they pressed on, driven by a determination to uncover the truth. Their investigation led them to an old librarian who had worked at the university for decades. He shared stories of unexplained events, missing records, and a sealed-off wing of the dormitory that had been deemed unsafe. He recounted how the university had tried to bury the tales of supernatural occurrences. Armed with newfound knowledge, Amelia and Sarah embarked on their most daring adventure yet. They managed to access the sealed-off wing and discovered a hidden passage that led to a forgotten chamber. Inside, they found a mural depicting a young woman surrounded by shadows and whispers. As they gazed at the mural, the room seemed to come alive with a spectral presence. A soft voice echoed through the air, revealing the tragic tale of Eleanor, who had vanished under mysterious circumstances, her spirit trapped within the walls of the dormitory. Amelia felt a mixture of fear and empathy. She knew that Eleanor's story needed to be told, not as a spooky tale, but as a reminder of a life that had been lost and the secrets that had been silenced. With the help of university officials, they organized an event to honor Eleanor's memory. The hidden chamber was open to the public, and the mural became a symbol of resilience and the quest for truth. Students and faculty gathered to learn about Eleanor's life and the history of St. Augustine's dormitory. Amelia's investigation had transformed the dormitory's stories of creepiness into a narrative of empathy and understanding. The shadows that had haunted the hallways were now illuminated by the light of compassion and justice, and Eleanor's spirit found solace in the knowledge that her story had finally been acknowledged. And so, in the heart of St. Augustine's dormitory, the whispered shadows gave way to a new chapter, a chapter of unity, discovery, and the power of shedding light on even the darkest of mysteries.